What is happening, everybody? Josh here, and welcome back to the channel with some exciting rumors. Konami set to return to some of its dormant IP, Castlevania, Metal Gear Solid, and of course, Silent Hills. Now, before we get into today's video, consider subscribing to us here on the channel, hit the like and notification bell to stay up to date, and if you want to know what Jim Ryan's having for dinner tomorrow, well, I can't think of a perfect channel for you to subscribe to. Now, without further ado, on to today's video.
Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.
Now, I know what you're saying, Josh. We have heard this before. We know Metal Gear's coming back, Silent Hills, Kojima, Abandoned, it's all happening. But now we have some reputable reporting out of Gematsu. So I'm going to put the link to the article in the description for yourself to take a look at, but I'll read directly from the page. Quote, the first of these revivals will reportedly be a new Castlevania game described by sources as a reimagining of the series, currently in development internally at Konami in Japan, with support from external Japanese studios. Now, this is super exciting. I'm a huge Castlevania fan, going back to the original on the NES. I was also a fan of some of the 3D hack and slash ones. The first Lords of Shadow in particular was quite great, in my opinion. So it'd be great to see Konami returning to Castlevania. We don't know, will they take some inspiration from the successful Netflix show, which again, if you haven't seen, check that out. Will this be a 2D Metroidvania, or will they go towards a more AAA hack and slash, maybe a God of War like Castlevania game? Either way, I'm excited to see the franchise return. Now, the second one is probably the most exciting piece of news, as the original is my favorite game of all time, and that's Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Quote, a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater centered remake project is also reportedly in development at Singapore-based studio Virtuous, while Konami also intends to remaster versions of the original Metal Gear Solid games ahead of the remake. So this is exciting for 2 points. Firstly, we're getting a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, which in my opinion is the best in the franchise and does hold up today. I think some of the controls could use some tweaking, but overall, even to today's standards, Metal Gear Solid 3 definitely does stack up. Now, the collection is also exciting, as you know, Metal Gear Solid 4 is still stuck natively on the PS3. So if we can get a collection that brings all those titles to current gen hardware, PS5 and or Series X, we don't know the exclusivity on these games. For instance, Metal Gear Solid 4 has never left PS3, so we may see that tied to PlayStation, but either way, super excited to see that return. Now, the final game is Silent Hills, and again, I'll read through from the article, and they also reference another report out of VGC. Quote, finally, VGC reports multiple Silent Hill games are in development at various external development studios, one of which was outsourced to a prominent Japanese developer early this year. Now, in addition to the VGC report, Gematsu has further clarified, stating, quote, Gematsu has also heard that the new Silent Hill is in development at a prominent Japanese developer. However, what's exciting is that studio is Kojima Productions. Now, according to a publishing source that wishes to remain anonymous, who said the game is also being funded by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Now, let's take a step back here, because I know there is a lot of information. Earlier this year, there was reports that Kojima signed a letter of intent to work with Microsoft on an exclusive game. That doesn't mean that we won't see Kojima also sign some sort of agreement with Sony. Now, there has been rumors for what feels like eternity linking Kojima, linking Sony to a Silent Hills game. So again, where there is smoke, there is most likely fire. And again, at this stage, it is just rumors, but Gematsu and VGC are reputable news outlets. A lot of their leaks have turned out to be true in one form or another. And again, we've just been hearing about Silent Hills and Kojima for so long now. So let me know in the comment section below, are you excited to see these IP return? Do you believe that Kojima is working on Silent Hills? There are a lot of unanswered questions here, but I, for one, as a PlayStation gamer, am super excited to see what comes out of this leak. Again, if you liked today's video, hit the subscribe button, like, notification bell to stay up to date. Again, we're going to do weekly in-depth PlayStation content here, so if you like that type of stuff, this might be the channel for you. I think that's it for me today, guys. Enjoy your day, and remember, long live the Vita.
Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.